The Scarlet Witch that has the power of the Darkhold that Cthulhu made. The same Cthulhu who was an elder god just like Gaia and got his ass whooped by a tomb when he turned into the demigorge and he started to eat all they ass, which is why he made the fucking book in the first place before he went to his own dimension, running from him. An earth-based god. Scarlet Witch, the herald of the Queen of Nevers, who is the girlfriend of eternity, the living embodiment of the multiverse, who came to Jean Grey along with all the other cosmic entities and told Jean Grey, the Phoenix, that you are to become part of us. You just like us, motherfucker. You on the same level. Not Scarlet Witch, who is the herald of his girlfriend, aka beneath them. The same eternity with all these goddamn multitude of fucking universes in between it and shit. All that shit is governed by the living tribunal, whose new form is this shit right here, which they telling you is on the same level as Jean right now. Not Scarlet Witch, who is the herald of the Queen of Nevers, Eternity Girl. Now you go past Eternity, you get to the dark dimension. That has greater number of spatial dimensions than man's universe, aka Eternity. Now if you pause to read everything I'm showing you when it comes to the dark dimension is fucked up. It's like there's nothing there, it's chaos there. But still life rolls, like the goddamn mindless ones and other beings that had tapped into the mystic energies of the flame. In short, this ethereal flame can impose a symbolic of order out of chaos in the dark dimension. These beings became known as the Muroks, roughly equated to man's term wizards. Now that's important because y'all love to use Contest of Chaos issue 3 where Clea Strange, a fucking sorcerer supreme of the dark dimension, tells you that all magic requires chaos. All life contains chaos. It is the first building block of our existence. But just as chaos can birth life, which I just showed you, it can also destroy it. But guess what? Chaos needs direction. It needs an organization. As you can see these people right here, right? That was the original purpose of many of my sisters, aka the fire, the order put of chaos in the dark dimension, aka these motherfuckers was stronger than the chaos that was going on in that universe. And that was Clea talking about that shit. That was important because if we continue with this story, right, there was a war fought. Eventually a king came into prominence. That's where Dormammu in his human form and his sister pops the fuck up. So to backtrack real quick, you learned that the living tribunal is the top of all that shit, right? And these are all the beings that are on top of that shit, the top of the chain, including Jean and the Queen of Nevers, but not fucking Scarlet Witch because she is the herald of her, who she is the girlfriend of fucking Eternity. Side note, he a bitch. He let his girl get his heart took and shit. This dude came through with something outside of space and time and fucked her ass up. That's important too. Because that's how Wanda ended up, like, her temporal spells wasn't working. Because they was beyond space and time, as you can see above my head. So anything beyond this, y'all learned, can fuck these motherfuckers up, right? And y'all also learned that after the living tribunal and you get past all that shit, you go into the dark dimension, right? And that's got greater spatial dimensions, which is universes and shit, than the fucking regular universe. Now above the dark dimension is where Dormammu and Umar is from, the Faultine universe. It's only energy there. They was energy beings and shit. And what they do, they like fucking eat matter and shit. But the Dormammu and Umar, they committed a sin, which was lusted for matter. They parent, what happened is that like the energy thing, make fucking energy beings, which is babies and shit, and they supposed to follow them and shit. But Dormammu and Umar, they was different because they lusted for matter and shit. So when the motherfucking the parent tried to come whoop their ass, they whooped its motherfucking ass. Turned that motherfucker into dark dead matter. That shit was a crime that was horrific as fucking possible for any Faultine mind even conceive of it. So the all other Faultines was finna jump their ass, so they had to leave for all time. When they reached the lower universes, aka the dark dimension, Dormammu and Umar were like human children in the candy store. All that matter waiting to be devoured and assimilated into their own beings, and often living matter. They absorbed universes into their being, bro. until they got a permanent human shape right here. These motherfuckers called the Uprising end up getting the king killed. Then they end up getting rid of the rest of them damn wizards. Then they put up a damn magic barrier around the mindless ones within the pocket dimension of the dark dimension. After that, Dormammu had decided to abandon his fully human form and to revert at least in parts to his Faultine form. He also magically merged himself with the dark dimension's mystical energy, decreeing that henceforth flames of regency could appear above the head of whoever was destined to be that world's ruler. Told you, the motherfucker got universes inside of him. Umar, for her part, kept her humanoid form, which pleased her. She ended up meeting up with the damn king's son, and she had a baby with him. That baby being Clea. But she ended up hating Clea because she never was able to turn back into her Faultine form. So that's kind of like turned her crazy because she was a human all this time. She even tried to get on Dormammu, but because Dormammu had his full strength, he beat her fucking ass and put her in the pocket dimension. That's when he turned his eye towards Earth. But the only motherfucker that was able to stop that shit was Earth Sorcerers Supreme. So the fact that Dormammu has already pulled up on the Eternity and beat his motherfucking ass, had his ass leaking. Look at all that blood. That's blood. Look at his body shape. Look at the blood around him. He laying on the floor right now. Being an old host of the Phoenix before, fucking Ghost Rider. You had Silver Surfer there and Adam Warlock. They couldn't do shit. And we already seen before Dr. Doom got the Sorcerer's Supreme power, Scarlet Witch was getting handled by the damn dinosaur fucking Fantastic Four. Dr. Doom pulled up on them, the Avengers and the dinosaur Fantastic Four, beat they ass and the Avengers ass, and walked off and was about to destroy the fucking universe. And they couldn't do shit. They just had to walk there. Except for fucking Thing and the fucking dinosaur thing. They went to go save the day. Go read to find out. It's in the newest Fantastic Four run, issue 14, I believe. These the same dinosaur that's with him currently, the other Doctor Doom. That was the same one that you first met him in. That's where he got him from. So it makes sense that Dormammu is more worried about Doctor Doom and easily, as you can see under me, handles Scarlet Witch and is about to be a problem for Doctor Doom because he ain't had the damn mantle as long as Strange. And Strange is the only motherfucker he really respect and know that can handle that motherfucker. So no, Wanda is not above none of that shit. And she has been very consistent on how the way she's written.